It's Wednesday, I'm Shaniqua, and you're watching News Round. We've got all of this to come. Who were the big winners at last night's star-studded Brit Awards? The Antarctic mission to find the lost ship Endurance? And meet the cute bears at this rescue centre in Bolivia. First to one of the biggest nights in music, the Brit Awards took place last night at a star-studded ceremony in London. Adele, Ed Sheeran and Billie Eilish were all up for top prizes, but who were the winners? BBC reporter Mark Savage was there and sent us this report.
Hi News Round and welcome to the Brit Awards, one of the biggest nights in music. Some of the biggest pop stars in the world are here, including some that you might recognise. Ed Sheeran opened the show playing his #1 hit Bad Habits with the Sheffield rock band Bring Me the Horizon. Ed was also named Songwriter of the Year, while Billie Eilish won Best International Artist.
Billie Eilish! Thank you guys so much. I am so honored and feel so lucky to be awarded this again. Thank you so much.
Best New Artist went to rapper Little Sims and her mum.
Mom, look at what you've done, Mom. If you work hard at something, no matter where you come from, no matter your background, no matter your race, you could do something extraordinary. So this is for all the kids dreaming, keep pushing. I am you, you are me.
Best Rap Act went to Dave.
Say thank you to all of the artists that are in the same field as me, the rappers that have suffered for years and years and years and years and years and broken down so many barriers.
In the first year without male and female categories, women prize winners outnumbered men by 3-1. Adele swept the board at the Brits, winning 3 of the 4 categories she was nominated for, including Artist of the Year and Best Album.
I'd like to dedicate this award to my son. I understand why the name of this award has changed, but I really love being a woman and being a female artist. I do.
We both become a version of a person we don't even.
Oh, so much fun. Next, take a look at some of the action in men's football last night. In the Premier League, Manchester United dropped to 5th in the table after they drew 1-1 against Burnley. Jay Rodriguez equalised after Paul Pogba had put United ahead. And there was a huge win for Newcastle, who came from a goal down to beat Everton 3-1 at St James Park. Kieran Trippier settled it with a stunning free kick late on, and Newcastle are now 2 points clear of the relegation zone. And in the Club World Cup competition, Chelsea face Al Hilal later in a semi-final in Abu Dhabi. The Blues lost the tournament last time they played it 10 years ago. It's the only football trophy the club hasn't yet won. Next, scientists have set sail on a very special mission to find the lost ship Endurance. It belonged to polar explorer Sir Ernest Shackleton and sank in Antarctica more than a century ago. Here's BBC science editor Rebecca Morrell with all you need to know.
Caught on camera more than 100 years ago. The final moments of the Endurance. This footage, restored and released by the BFI, shows Sir Ernest Shackleton's famous ship as it was lost to the Antarctic ice. Shackleton's expedition set off from South Georgia in December 1914, but by mid-January the ship had become frozen fast in the ice. After drifting for months with the crew on board, an order was eventually given to abandon the ship. The Endurance sank on the 21st of November 1915. Its location was recorded. For Shackleton's expedition, the loss of the Endurance wasn't the end. The crew trekked across hundreds of miles of ice, rode the Weddell Sea, and then climbed a mountain range to reach safety. Miraculously, they all survived. But the ship that had been their home still lies in the icy depths, silently waiting to be discovered.
There's the Endurance. This is exactly the way she was.
The story has long fascinated maritime archaeologists. Now a new expedition is attempting to locate the ship, but like Shackleton, they'll face grueling conditions. The Agulhas 2 is the polar icebreaker that will hunt for the wreck using the coordinates recorded by Shackleton's crew. The Endurance lies 3,000 metres down, so the team will use underwater robots kitted out with sonar and cameras. The hope is that the wreck will be well preserved by the icy water and lack of organisms eating away at the wood.
The Endurance is the most unreachable wreck in the world, and by extension, this has to be the greatest wreck hunt ever.
Now it's time for a roundup of environmental stories from around the world. Jenny has this week's Your Planet.
First up in this week's Your Planet, we're taking a trip to France, and in particular, the city Le Mans. A scheme using horse-drawn carts instead of garbage vans is encouraging people in the city to recycle more. The idea was trialled for a month, and it has proved to work as people have been better at putting their rubbish out. The horse is making them think more about recycling their rubbish. Next up, we head to the Andean valleys in Bolivia. A bear has inspired a shelter for almost 1,000 wild animals to protect them from poachers. 15 years ago, this husband and wife team rescued an Andean bear, and since then, they've set up their home as a rescue centre and a place where animals will be safe away from poachers. Last up this week, we head back to the UK and to Kew Gardens. Britain's Royal Botanic Gardens at Kew has unveiled its annual Orchid Festival, turning the area in London into a tropical colour of flowers. The celebration is themed around the Central American country, Costa Rica, which is hailed for its conservation work. The show features more than 5,000 orchids, which show the contrasting colours these flowers produce.
Okay, before we go, take a look at this incredible picture which won the Wildlife Photographer of the Year People's Choice Award. It was taken on a frozen lake in northern Italy, and it's a perfect mirror image of the trees. Other images nominated included this one of male lions in the rain together, and then there's this one, which is coming up now, of kangaroos emerging from wildfire. Right, that's all the time we have for today, but come back tomorrow for your next News Round update, and you can go online to find out which animated films are up for an Oscar this year. Bye!